The Buddha once said, "Silence is better than meaningless words." In today's world where we're constantly encouraged to share our wins, our worries, our every thought, we sometimes forget the quiet wisdom in keeping some things to ourselves. But not everything needs to be said. In fact, some words, once spoken, can invite misunderstanding, judgment, or even pain. Buddhist wisdom teaches us that silence isn't emptiness, it's protection, it's clarity, it's peace. Just like a still pond reflects the sky more clearly than a stormy one, a quiet mind allows truth to arise more gently than one filled with noise. In this video, we'll explore 5 things that you should think twice before sharing, based on timeless Buddhist teachings. Things that, when held in mindful silence, help preserve your inner peace and protect your energy. So take a deep breath, let go of the need to overshare, and let's rediscover the strength that lives in stillness. Let's begin. 1. Your inner peace is sacred. Peace doesn't come from the outside. It's something we quietly grow within. But have you noticed how fragile it can be? One careless word, one opinion from someone who doesn't understand us, and suddenly that stillness we worked so hard to build begins to waver. In our desire to connect, we often share our deepest thoughts and emotions, hoping for support or understanding. Yet too often, we receive judgment, doubt, or even envy. Buddhism teaches us, not all things are meant to be exposed to the winds of the world. Like a sacred temple, your inner peace deserves to be protected. Instead of revealing every feeling, choose to share only what uplifts, your kindness, your wisdom, your calm presence. Let your peace speak for itself, not through explanation, but through how you live, how you love, and how you remain still, even when the world around you isn't. Your peace is precious, keep it safe. 2. Guard your negative thoughts. The Buddha once said, "Your worst enemy cannot harm you as much as your own unguarded thoughts." Think of your mind as a garden. If you plant seeds of compassion and hope, beauty grows. But if you feed it with anger, envy, and fear, it begins to wither. In modern life, it feels easy, almost natural, to complain or point out what's wrong. But every time we speak from a place of negativity, we not only weigh ourselves down, we also pass that weight on to others. Words carry energy. Once released, they ripple far beyond what we imagine. So before you speak, ask gently, will this bring peace or suffering? If your words don't uplift, maybe they don't need to be spoken. Buddhist wisdom teaches us the practice of right speech, to speak only what is true, kind, and necessary. In silence, we give space for our thoughts to settle and for clarity to rise. Choose your words like seeds. Plant what you hope will grow. 3. Your personal wounds. It's human to seek comfort in others when we're hurting. But here's the truth. Not every ear that listens has a kind heart behind it. Sometimes, in our longing to be understood, we reveal too much to the wrong person. And instead of healing, we find more pain, judgment, gossip, or betrayal. Buddhist wisdom teaches us that discernment is compassion turned inward. Not every wound should be placed on public display. Some need silence, some need sacred protection, and some need the presence of someone truly capable of holding space without judgment. So ask yourself, is this person truly compassionate or just curious? Your deepest scars deserve reverence, not exposure. And true healing doesn't always come from talking. It often arises from stillness, from knowing that your pain is held safely, even if only by yourself. Wisdom is not in withholding everything, but in knowing what, when, and to whom you open your heart. Let silence be your shield until trust feels like peace. 4. Your future plans. The Buddha once said, attachment to the future is the root of suffering. And yet, in modern life, we often feel compelled to announce our every goal, our next move, our 5-year vision, our big dream. But what if silence is the wiser path? When we speak too soon, we invite expectations, pressures, even doubts from others. Sometimes their skepticism becomes our own, and other times their envy casts a shadow over what once felt bright and alive. There's a quiet power in moving unseen, in letting your actions bloom in silence, without explanation, without noise. Like a seed sprouting beneath the soil, no one sees it, but one day it becomes a tree. So ask yourself, do I need to declare this plan, or do I need to nurture it in peace? True success doesn't shout, it whispers, through presence, through results, through the calm strength of one who walks without needing to prove. Let your silence shape the path, and let your work speak for you. 5. Your acts of kindness. In a world hungry for recognition, true kindness has become a quiet rebellion. The Buddha once said, "A good deed brings joy, whether or not anyone sees it." But how often do we perform kindness hoping for a thank you, a like, or applause? Yet the purest acts are those done in silence. No spotlight, no audience, just the heart, offering itself without conditions. When we help someone in need, when we give without expecting return, that is when compassion becomes sacred, like a candle lighting another without losing its own flame. There's something deeply noble in doing good and telling no one, because then it is no longer about you. It is about love, about healing, about balance. So next time you feel called to do something kind, ask yourself, can I offer this without needing to be seen? When kindness is anonymous, it becomes eternal. And that is when it becomes truly divine. Silence, the highest form of wisdom. Silence is not emptiness, it's presence. It is not the absence of sound, but the presence of deep understanding. In a world where everyone is speaking, the one who listens, truly listens, stands apart. Silence doesn't mean we have nothing to say. It means we have chosen to speak only what is kind, necessary, and true. The Buddha taught that silence, when rooted in mindfulness, becomes a sanctuary for peace. It protects our energy, it honors our inner world, and it gives space for wisdom to bloom. So may we speak with compassion, listen with humility, and hold silence, not out of fear, but out of reverence. Includes, if this message resonates with you, may you pass it on, not just by sharing this video, but by becoming a gentle presence in a noisy world. Subscribe, reflect, and let each word you speak be a seed of peace.